Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the buy to flip tutorial. A buy to flip is when you buy a property below market value, add some value to it, and then you resell it for profit. If you're using the My Property app to do this, you can go here to the deals tab and go to buy to flip, add a new deal. Here you will see the 7 different stages that you'll need to go through, from comparable analysis all the way through to summary. Firstly, as always, we start with some general information, things like a description of the deal, the address, area, city, URL. Maybe you found it on property 24, you can put the URL there. Is it an apartment, commercial, house, townhouse, or vacant land? And then you can put some of the details of the property. You can put the current market value, let's assume a value of R1,000,000. Plus the minimum profit that you're expecting from this deal. So perhaps you want to make R100,000 profit. Here you can do your average sales comparables. So if you've spoken to an agent and found out that in good condition this property could sell for 1.2 million, perhaps you've also gone to property 24 and there you've seen another property go for 1.1 million, and you've also maybe checked on private property and there it said 950. Then, based on those 3 comparables that you've researched, you know that in good condition you could resell the property for just over or just under 1.1 million. Alright, you can click the next tab and then go to your buying costs. Now, your transfer fees, bond attorney fees, and transfer duties, you can click here, which will take you to your better bond calculator. So if you quickly open the better bond calculator, you go here to 3-in-1 bond calculator. You can put your purchase price here. So let's assume you're going to purchase it at R1,000,000, because obviously we still have to calculate that, and you're going to get a 90% loan to value at that interest rate. Calculate. Here it'll give you what your transfer fees are and your bond fees. Now I like to round them up, so here it'll be 28,000, and the other one was 22,000. Sourcing fee. Are you potentially sourcing this onto an investor, and what would your fee be? Are there any outstanding rates and taxes, utilities, or municipal costs? And then also, if you purchase it at auction, you can select this, and then there would be some specific auction costs. Right, refurbs is the next step. As always, we've given you the exterior and the interior. You can choose how much detail you want to put in. Perhaps there is 5,000 of boundary wall, 5,000 here, 5,000, 5,000. Again, you can put in on the interior, bathrooms, tiling, painting. We've given you all the different inputs, as well as a section here for professional fees, project management costs, labor costs, contingencies. Contingencies is always important, because with building, nothing ever goes to plan. Then you go to step 4, your other costs, things like evictions, zoning, subdivision, some of your unique costs that don't happen in every single deal. Finance costs, here's where we get our financing costs for the deal. So if we assume we're going to get a 90% loan to value at a 10.5% interest rate, 20 years, then this would be your monthly repayment. As always, there's an angel financing section, so you can put here an angel financer at a certain interest rate over the period, whatever you've agreed with your investor. Then we go to the holding and selling costs. Now, the holding period is how long you expect to hold the property before it's resold. So usually we work on 3 to 4 months for transfer, especially with a bonded property, maybe 2.5 to 3 months if it's a cash transfer. And then you obviously have to budget a holding period for your renovation. So let's assume 6 months. Your building insurance, which is a monthly cost, let's say 100. Your rates and taxes per month you'd need to pay, your levies you'd need to pay per month, and perhaps you're going to pay another 100 Rand for something else. So per month you're going to be paying 9,700, because you have to pay your insurance, you have to pay your rates and taxes, you have to pay your bond repayments. So your total holding costs for the 6 months would be 58,000. Here we've got some furnishing costs. Perhaps you're going to sell it furnished, and then the estate agent's commission. So if you're going to put in here 4%, that is then including 15% VAT. So make sure that you put the right percentage there. Legals, perhaps you have to pay for a COC, a certificate of compliance. So your total resale costs there. Great. Then we can go here to the summary page. Now what this deal will do for you, based on the asking price, the resale value of what we've worked out in step 1, our initial offer would be 850, but that doesn't take into account your bond repayments, because remember, the bond repayments need to be worked out after you've made an offer. So your actual offer price in order to get the right profit would be 804,000. So this initial offer price, don't let it confuse you. That's just in the back end. We need to understand what your initial offer price is to work out what your bond would be, and then removing the bond cost for those 6 months will give you your required offer price. So this is the number you need to work on. It's the 804,000 rand, which will give you a projected ROI of 47.14%. And again, as always, here's the recommendation that we give you. And please make sure that you speak to your financial advisor or property coach before making any kind of financial decision. We are just giving you an indication here. Also, if you go to the scenarios tab, you'll see the different scenarios. So if the bond interest rate had to go up or down, the holding period up or down, the resale value, or the refurbishments, how that would affect your deal. So for example, if your bond interest rate had to go slightly down, then your return on investment would go obviously higher. Holding period, if your holding period was 3 months, your new profit would be 126,000, or if it went to 9 months, it would only be 74,000. So this is great for when you want to approach an investor, because then you're able to showcase how the deal deals with stress. So you've stress tested it essentially. You can then go here to save, which would then take you to your dashboard. It would save it to your dashboard, and from your dashboard, as always, you're able to generate a proposal, duplicate, delete, and then generating a proposal. I do have another video on that. If you'd like that, then please contact us on support@myapp.property.online. Otherwise, happy investing, and I hope that this was helpful. Thanks.